think the Super Bowl's probably better on TV, I would imagine.
Yeah, because I speaking as a guy who used to be in the NFL,
have you kicked off?
So weird.
I was in a Super Bowl.
You kicked off during a Super Bowl.
Yeah, I was in a Super Bowl. And now, granted, that crowd seemed a little bit more rambunctious than most, but usually Super Bowl crowds are very docile because you got 50% of the crowd is just the people who, I go to every Super Bowl. That's just, don't care who's what. I just go to every Super Bowl. So you got 50% of the crowd has no rooting interest. And then 25% for one team, 25% for another. So usually it's pretty docile, but it seemed like this was a wild crowd. I think Patriots fans kind of owned the place, but it seemed like it was pretty wild.
Yeah, quite a game. Did you, if you watch the game on television, I'm actually going somewhere with this argument. We had a disagreement, of course, about some of the commercials. We'll get to the game in a minute.
I heard disagreement. You're calling my name. I heard that.
Did you like them or not like them?
I liked a bunch of them. I loved the Skittles one, but the one I really liked, I thought was super cool, and it's a generational thing, which is why I'm asking you. The one with Peter Fonda. It's these bikers in a biker bar, and the guy's got the Peter Fonda tattoo, and all of a sudden some guy comes in and says, hey, some guy in a car knocked over all the motorcycles, and they walk out, and it's Peter Fonda from Easy Rider. He's an iconic figure, but probably you've got to be over, 55 to know who he is.
See what you're saying right there. I don't know if I've ever saw that commercial. I might have watched it, but I don't know who the hell Peter Fonda is. I don't have a clue what a Peter Fonda is.
And here's
what the hell is a Peter Fonda?
Right.
Well, he's Henry Fonda. Henry Fonda's. He wrote a great book you'd love called Don't Tell Dad, because he was a wild guy.
I'm all in on Peter Fonda.
You'd love this guy. He's great. We've actually had him on the show, but I'm thinking how many people are going to get that reference, because then they play the song Born to Be Wild. But that car, it's a Mercedes sports car. It's got to be a $150,000 car. So,
I think the MSRP was 112. I looked it up.
Oh, is that without the get ready though?
Yeah, that was out the gate.
It seems like the commercials for the Super Bowl, like the goal is to make the beginning of the commercial as far away from the actual product as possible to fool you. We actually played this game where we tried to see who could guess the product the quickest before
like
they
that
actually
Ford
showed
commercial
them.
where everything was.
How about the Hyundai commercial?
That's a good game.
Or Honda
There's
commercial.
like little kids eating French fries at the beginning, and it's an erectile dysfunction commercial or something. Like nothing. The beginning has nothing to do with the end.
That's kind of like that Skittles. You like that Skittles commercial in the little kids' room?
Yeah, he loved that.
That was my favorite commercial because I'll tell you why.
No.
In 3 seconds,
creepy.
In 3 seconds, they set up what it is. It's the famous kid throwing the rocks at the window thing. We all know, we've all been there. And then it evolves into that. And then it gets goofy at the end. You're right. It was creepy when, the parents are in the room. That's creepy.
Yeah, in that little kid's room, kind of scooting along the floor. All right,
the burglar's funny, but then that otter comes up and you go, God, that's funny.
Yeah, I think there was a lot of misses this year on a commercial because everybody's trying to promote togetherness and unity. And it's like every marketing person had the same thought. And I think to be a good Super Bowl commercial, you got to be outside the lines. I thought it was a very weak Super Bowl.
Well, the thing is,
so what was your favorite?
But the test,
the virtual reality one with the soldiers watching the game and I don't even know what company it was, but I don't even know.
But see, that's the test. Do you remember who it's for? That's the test.
Kia, maybe. No.
Kia was the one with
Melissa
McCarthy.
I didn't see it, but I love Melissa McCarthy. For future reference, it might have been horrible, but the virtual reality
that was
Samsung was that one. That was the best one, but I couldn't have told you who the hell it was for. I don't know who it was. It was directly after the game too, so probably not a lot of people saw it. Great Super Bowl.
Yeah, what happened?
Yeah.
Great. I mean,
how'd that happen?
The whole world hates the Patriots, and I think that's
are they still perceived as being cheaters with all of the and let's get away from Deflategate, all the thing with the videos.
Well, they win all the time, right? So then whenever you toss in a couple things that are maybe a little sketchy, everybody's
like cheating,
bending the rules in particular fashion,
like videotaping the other team.
I mean, all those things, but God,
they were great.
Down 28, just coming back, and then Julio Jones had $1 million catch plus.
Absolutely.
In the fourth quarter.
Yeah, that was incredible.
In the Super Bowl. He's getting paid forever off of that picture that people are taking, signing that picture, and then bang, the Patriots just ruined it all. That was a great game.
What about the one, they have like all the angles where the balls, you can tell it doesn't hit the ground, but it's
Julian Edelman's catch.
A millimeter away.
That was unbelievable, too. I think there's a little discrepancy on the 2-point conversion.
Oh, the 2-point conversion.
Yeah.
Because they called. So I'm friends with Dwight Freeney, right? I'm really I wouldn't say really good friends, but I'm good friends with Dwight Freeney, and he got called offsides on 2-point conversion. And me knowing Dwight Freeney, Dwight Freeney's never jumping off sides. There's something that happens here. So I went back in like super slow-mo, and I'm like, what did Dwight Freeney see that he jumped off sides? Because Dwight Freeney is one of the best in the entire history of the game. In both the center and Tom kind of move a little bit right before, and as soon as Freeney sees any movement, he's gone. So whether it was a call on Freeney or a call on the offsides, there should have been no call. There's either no call at all or it's offsides on the offense, which takes back to 2-point conversion, which is kind of interesting.
When you showed it to me, the center is actually pretty blatant in slow motion anyway.
Yeah, he moves, but I don't know if that's how every single play is. So I didn't want to like throw it out there and be like, yo, this is offsides on the offense, because I don't know if that's what it's like in every single play. But Dwight Freeney definitely got hosed on that.
We are talking.
I want to let the world know that. Dwight Freeney got hosed.
We're talking with Pat McAfee, a man who now is allowed to have an opinion because he's a free man.
That's right.
Pat retired from the NFL at the peak of your powers. And I know that
just
you
walked right off the top of the mountain there.
But,
How many inches off you lost off the leg?
None yet. I mean, it's going to get back to regular size there on the left side.